Now, the National Super Alliance is now pointing a finger of blame once again at the national security agencies for last night's raid at the NASA offices in Westlands, Nairobi. NASA's renowned legal counsel, Siaya Senator James Orengo, termed last night's raid as an attack bearing the hallmarks of a military operation. We have that story, Landa, for you. But remember, we're also taking a look at the rallies, the final rallies that were done by Jubilee and NASA. The opposition National Super Alliance has held its final rally in Nairobi and expressed confidence that it will form the next government after Tuesday polls. NASA principals warned the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission against colluding with the ruling Jubilee administration to rig the presidential election. And as Patrick Amimo now reports, NASA promised to form an all-inclusive government should it emerge victorious.
At 3:55 p.m., the NASA principals arrived at Uhuru Park. The supporters had been patiently waiting for the leaders who had earlier in the day campaigned in Nyamira and Meru.
Father, I pray that you shall wake every Kenyan up and let them go and cast their votes in the favor of NASA.
The opposition leaders said their campaigns across the country have seen the ground shift towards NASA and were smelling victory come Tuesday.
Nilisema tsunami itakuja. Imeanza leo. Kuelekea tarehe 8. Ni 8 mara 3. Namba yetu katika kura ni 8. Na itapigwa tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8, lakini ikifika tarehe 9 itakuwa tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 na ile namba 1. Wanasema Jubilee ati watatushinda na milioni 3. That is the exact opposite.
Wale wakazi wa Nairobi ambao wamehamia nyumbani, wale kutoka Ingo, kutoka Mombasa, kutoka kila mahali, tunawaomba kama mlichukulia kura Nairobi, murudi kupiga kura zenu kwa sababu kutakuwa na usalama wa kutosha.
The opposition said they will resist any attempts by Jubilee to rig the presidential vote.
That Jubilee plans to top up by 10 to 15 votes each in 16,500 Jubilee strongholds in the polling stations. Chebukati na wewe Chiloba, wewe Chiloba, wewe Chiloba, wewe Chiloba, ukijaribu kuiba kura ya Raila utakuwa umelaaniwa milele. Agents wetu ambao watachaguliwa, mchunga kura yetu, muhakikisha hesabu iko accurate, mtu asilale ama asifunge macho kwa sababu hatutaki kura hata moja ipotee.
The opposition accused Jubilee of perpetuating unemployment, high cost of living and runaway corruption. They said high level of corruption led Uganda and Rwanda to skip Kenya in preference of Tanzania in the construction of the oil pipeline and the standard gauge railway.
Tanga mjini kule Tanzania, Rais Magufuli na Rais Museveni wanazindua ujenzi ya bomba ya mafuta kutoka Hoima Uganda mpaka bandari ya Tanga Tanzania. Hiyo ni urefu ya kilomita 1450. 1450 kilometers. Lakini kutoka Hoima mpaka Mombasa ni kilomita 950 peke yake. Ile ya Tanzania ni mrefu ya kilomita 500 zaidi. Lakini Museveni amesema hawezi kupitisha Kenya kwa sababu ya ufisadi. Hata reli Watanzania wanajenga sasa SGR kutoka Tanzania, kutoka Dar es Salaam kupitia Dodoma, kuingia Tabora, kuelekea Mwanza, apite mpaka Bujumbura na ende mpaka Kampala. Hii yenu itakuwa hapa hapa Naivasha.
And here is their promise to Kenyans should NASA form the next government.
We have been holding this nation. We love this nation. This is going to be forever a democratic, non-sexist, progressive Kenyan nation. It is going to be an all-inclusive nation. We are going to say no to negative tribalism.
The opposition leaders also observed a minute of silence in memory of IEBC Deputy ICT Manager Chris Msando, who was killed last week Saturday.
Asante sana.
It was a grand final rally at Uhuru Park as NASA principals rallied their supporters to turn out in large numbers on Tuesday and vote in their presidential candidate. Patrick Amimo, KTN News, Nairobi.